My name's Colin Bowles. I've owned the Sweden for the last 35 years, and in that time I've learned a lot about what can go wrong when you're out on your boat. In this video we're going to focus on working through locks safely, especially on the correct use of safety catches, the right windlass, different sorts of spindle, etc. I always tie my boat when approaching a lock to check what's happening, to see if boats are in the lock or coming towards it. Something that not everybody realises is the considerable variety of paddle gear that actually exist on the canals, requiring different sizes of windlass. Not realising this can lead to problems and accidents. Using the right windlass is important, not just for our safety actually as boat users, but also because it will prolong the life of the gear itself. There are various different sizes of gear, and each one should be used with the right windlass. So you'll probably have several different types on your boat, or you should have. Sometimes you'll come across square-ended spindles. CRT say they are working to phase these out, but in the meantime, make sure you've got at least one windlass that fits these in your collection. When raising a paddle to fill or empty a lock, make sure the safety catch engages properly. If you just take one thing from this video, I think it should be this. Always check the safety catch is secure when you wind up paddle gear. Part 2 of that, always make sure that you remove a windlass from the lock gear as soon as you've finished winding it up. Failing to do this can result in not only broken paddle gear, but far worse, damaged people, injuries and hospital visits. Once water levels have equalised, lower the gate paddles using the windlass and check that the catch is replaced properly. It's important to know what to do if, as sometimes happens, paddle gear is damaged. The catch should always be in line with the gear and at right angles to the post. Please report any issues you find with defective equipment to CRT. Once the boat is in the lock and all paddles are lowered and gates shut, it's time to fill the lock. Raising paddles can be hard work. If necessary, get some help. A different arrangement of paddle gear here, but all versions have some sort of safety catch. Take a moment to get familiar with any gear you haven't seen before. There's a surprising variety around the 2,000 miles or so of UK canals. Some paddle gear is locked to prevent vandalism. In that case, you'll need a CRT key or an anti-vandal key to unlock it. Gate paddles can be fierce. When filling a lock, it's important to wait a while before lifting the paddles on the top gates, usually until the lock is about half full. Again, when raising the top paddles, check the catch has engaged properly. Lock gates can be heavy. Share the load, get help whenever you can. Every little helps. When you leave the lock, of course, ensure all paddles are down and gates all closed. The biggest lock hazard with the boat itself is getting stuck on the sill. Boats don't stay put. Someone must be aware at every single lock of where the boat is and make sure it doesn't drift back. In a situation like this, with the bottom paddles raised, it'll be just seconds before the back of the boat gets stuck on the sill. Even in an emergency, try to control the lowering of the paddles so they don't crash down.